Hello and welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. This is Neena and now I am going to show you a fish preparation. The name of the dish is Pomfret Ambotik. Ambo means sour and tik means pungent in Konkani language. This is a popular dish of Goa. Here today I am going to use pomfret, but you can also use mackerels or kingfish, which is surmai. First, add a little salt and a little turmeric powder and marinate the fish in this for about 10 minutes. Mix it well so that all the fish get coated with the salt and turmeric powder. Now you need to marinate this not for very long. Fish gets marinated fast. At the most it will require 10 to 15 minutes. Now while the fish is marinating, we will prepare the masala. For the masala, we first need to dry roast tablespoon of coriander seeds and a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Goa is very famous for its fish preparations, and why not? Because there is so much of fish available in this coastal state. Now let us see how the coriander and cumin are doing. It has to get browned a little more. Now we are going to grind this with a few other things. This is a coconut based dish, so we need plenty of coconut for this. The Goans do use a lot of coconut in their cooking. That is because even coconut is available in plenty in this state. As you drive around Goa, you will see all the roads dotted with a lot of coconut palms. Add a few red chillies. Now, how many red chillies you will add depends on how pungent you like. If you like it really pungent, you add more. If you don't like it so pungent, add a little less. Then we will add a little ginger. You can just roughly chop the ginger. Add about 8 to 10 cloves of garlic, a few cloves, about a 2-inch piece of cinnamon, and let's get back to this. Now when you are choosing fish, you have to be very careful. Always see that the fish is absolutely fresh. Now how will you know whether the fish is fresh or not? It's said that if the fish smells fishy, then it's not fresh. And it should be also firm. The skin, the top layer of the fish should be firm to touch. If you press it like this, it should not make a dent. This is the proof of a fresh fish. Now the spices are done. We'll add this to the rest of the ingredients. Add about 2 tablespoons of vinegar, a little water, and now we will grind this. This masala will take you a little time to get nice and fine because there is plenty of coconut with it. Meanwhile, let's add oil, say about 3 tablespoons of oil. Let the oil get nice and hot. And then we will be adding some onions and sauteing it till it's nice and brown. While sauteing onions, remember to stir it occasionally so that they get evenly browned. While the onions are sauteing, let's finish the masala. Yeah, the paste is now ready. And how are the onions? The onions are also quite ready. Now we'll add this paste to the onions. See how nice color, lovely orange. After adding the ground paste, saute for another couple of minutes. Remember that you should stir while sauteing because otherwise the masala will get burnt. It will spoil the flavor of the dish. So keep stirring. You don't have to saute the masala for very long, just about a couple of minutes will do. Now the masala is ready. Now before adding the fish, we will add a little water, just enough to get the consistency you require for the dish. You need a little more. Add just a little salt to it. Later on we can taste and see if more salt is required, we can always add it later on. If the salt is extra, we cannot take it out, but if the salt is less, we can always add a little more. Now let the gravy come to a boil before we add the fish. The gravy has started boiling. Let it simmer for a little while so that the gravy gets completely cooked. Now the best thing about fish is that it takes on the flavors of the masala very easily. And fish is a very healthy, in fact I think it is the most healthiest amongst the non-vegetarian items. Now that the gravy has been simmering for a while, we will add the fish pieces. Add it gently, one by one. Now we have taken about 2 pomfrets, each weighing around 400 grams, and this dish is sufficient to serve 4 or 5 people. After adding the fish, let it simmer in the gravy for about 10 minutes, by which time the fish will be nice and cooked. Fish should not be overcooked, because the moment you overcook fish, it starts breaking, and now since this is a gravy dish, you can serve it with hot steaming boiled rice or steamed rice, or you can even serve it with goan pav. In Goa they eat fish, and any non-vegetarian dish, a lot of times they eat it with the goan pav. Pav is a kind of a bread. Now the gravy is really nice and boiling, and it's really smelling nice. The dish is all ready to be served and savored. Now it's all ready to be served. Just garnish with a few green chillies and serve it hot with rice. Today you saw how to make fish ambotik. That's all for today. And here is Neena signing off from Sanjeev Kapoor, Khazana. Namaste.